I grew up believing that silence was strength, that keeping peace was more important than being right, and that daughters were meant to bend so families would not break. My father's favorite sentence was always, "You're dependable." Ahia said with the same tone he used for loyal employees and steady furniture. I studied exactly what he wanted: finance. I joined exactly where he placed me his company. And I dated exactly no one because that, apparently, was also a department he handled. Meanwhile, my younger sister Layla existed like a walking disaster, dropping out twice, disappearing to beach trips while lying about short courses, wrecking mom's car, and blaming it all on stress. Every time she cried, peace treaties were written. Every time I cried, it was called overreacting. So when my parents introduced me to Samar, the polished son of a property tycoon, I knew this was not a proposal. It was a corporate handshake disguised with candlelight. I played the role, polite smiles, demure nods, pretending not to notice Samar treating waiters like defective machines. I could have swallowed it, maybe, if I didn't have Kai. Kai, with his paint-stained fingers, calm voice, and stubborn belief that I deserved to choose my life. A secret boyfriend, a secret happiness, a secret courage I didn't know I had. But secrets don't survive long in families like mine. At an informal get-together, that was actually my surprise engagement announcement, my picture on a cake, my name printed next to Samar's, I said the simplest sentence I'd ever said: "I'm not marrying him." The room froze, then shattered. Mom hissed my name. Dad's face turned the color of rust. Layla started laughing, that high-pitched mocking laugh that comes when she's not sober. Samar looked like someone had slapped him with a contract termination letter. And then Mom did slap me. Hard. Guests stared. Someone gasped. Someone else pretended to check their phone. Dad didn't ask if I was okay. He shouted about shame, reputation, disobedience. My sister actually recorded part of it on her phone. That was the moment something inside me aligned, quietly, coldly, perfectly. I stepped aside, telling Kai, "Give me a few minutes. What I meant was, I'm going to change the rest of my life right now." First call, my mother's cousin, Advocate Sheriah, the one Dad tricked out of land shares 10 years ago through a forged addendum. I had seen the original papers last year, locked in Dad's cabinet, signed differently from the official version. I copied them, stored them, waited. "I have proof," I told Sheriar. There was a pause, then a sharp inhale. "Send everything." "I'll file on Monday." Second call, the Financial Crimes Unit. 14 months I had been documenting Dad's creative accounting shell suppliers, ghost employees, inflated tenders. I had planned to use it only if he ever tried to force me into something irreversible. Tonight qualified. "I have evidence of systemic fraud," I said, steady as steel. The officer on the line didn't breathe for a second. "Are you willing to testify?" "Yes," I said. Every detail. Third call, Miriam, Samar's ex-fiancée, the one everyone whispered about, the girl who'd backed out mysteriously 2 years ago. She didn't back out. She was pushed out, threatened out, silenced with hush money when Samar's family blamed her for anger issues he actually had. She and I had crossed paths once at a charity event. The pain in her eyes was too familiar not to recognize. "Do you still have the messages?" I asked. She choked on a breath. "All of them." I thought no one would believe me. "A journalist friend will," I said. Tonight, After the calls, I went back inside. I apologized. I hugged Mom. I touched Dad's feet. I even congratulated Samar on the successful party. They thought I was defeated. They mistook strategy for surrender. Monday morning, Advocate Sheriar filed the lawsuit for property fraud. Dad brushed it off until he saw the original papers with the differing signatures. Tuesday night, his business partner called, furious, pulling out of a joint project because your family seems unstable. Wednesday afternoon, the Financial Investigation Unit arrived at the office. Computers seized, accounts frozen, staff questioned. By evening, the news flashed. Major company under investigation for fraud. Thursday morning, Miriam's story broke across headlines, screenshots, voice notes, NDAs, the works. Samar went into hiding. His father released a pathetic statement about a misunderstanding. Layla's friends stopped replying to her stories. Mom cried nonstop. Dad shouted nonstop. None of this gave me joy. It gave me justice. By Saturday, my parents showed up at my apartment. Mom looked like she hadn't slept. Dad looked like someone had unplugged his entire life support. Why did you do this? Dad whispered, not angrily, fearfully. I looked at him, really looked. For the first time, he wasn't towering over me. Because you taught me how to, I said quietly. You taught me that power matters more than people, that silence protects the wrong side, that family honor is a weapon, not a value. I learned every strategy from watching you. Mom sobbed. We are ruined. I shook my head. No, you ruined yourselves. I just stopped hiding the truth. When they left, Kai asked in a trembling voice, do you regret any of it? I thought of the slap, the recording, the laughter, the humiliation served to me in front of strangers. And then I thought of my heartbeat at this exact moment, steady, open, free. No, I said. I finally chose myself. People say revenge is poisonous, but those people have never tasted the sweetness of finally being heard. Revenge, I learned, isn't rage. It's clarity. And clarity is liberating.